There are some problems you will be faced with that in trying to solve them, they will lead you to simultaneous linear equation, like the one in this example. We are told the equation of a straight line is y equals mx plus c, and that the line passes through points x equals 3 and y equals 2, and x equals minus 2, y equals minus 3. And we are to find the value of m and c. You can see we have two unknown here. Now this is how we solve it. Solution. From this statement, the first line, we have y equals mx plus c. Now, when y equals 2 and x equals 3, this then becomes 2 equals m into 3 plus c. Now if we write this, we would have 3m plus c equals 2. And then, when the line passes through minus 2 and minus 3, let's find out. So when y is minus 3 and x is minus 2, with the same equation of the line, we would have minus 3 equals m into minus 2 plus c. And when we write this is minus 2m plus c equals minus 3. Now let's write these two equations we have gotten so that we can solve them simultaneously. In the first equation, we have 3m plus c equals 2. So we call this equation 1. And then the second one, we have minus 2m plus c equals minus 3. And this is our equation 2. Now let's solve equation 1 and 2 simultaneously. Here you choose any of the method you find easier. So I'm going to use the substitution method in this case because I can see that the coefficient of c here is 1. And like I've said before, when one of the coefficients of the unknown is 1, it is easier to use the substitution method. So from equation 1, I write it to say c equals 2 minus 3m. And I name this equation 3. Then you substitute. C equals 2 minus 3m into equation 2. Now in equation 2, wherever we find c, we will replace it with 2 minus 3m. And equation 2 states that minus 2m plus c. And c is what? 2 minus 3m. And this equals minus 3. Now, always put the value of c in brackets in case, so that you don't make a mistake with the signs. So when we open this bracket, we'll have minus 2m. Now, plus times minus 2 will give me plus 2. Plus times minus 3 is minus 3m equals minus 3. Now, let's collect like terms. So we have minus 2m minus 3m equals minus 3. Plus 2 coming to the other side becomes minus 2. And minus 2m minus 3m will give us minus 5m equals minus 3 minus 2, and that is minus 5. Now we divide both sides by minus 5, and our m equals 1. Then we substitute. M equals 1 into equation 3. So in equation 3, we have c equals 2 minus 3. Then our value for m is 1. Therefore, our C becomes 2 minus 3 multiplied by 1, and we get 3. Therefore, our C is minus 1. We then conclude to say our M equals 1 and C equals minus 1. We can then go on to check with any of the equations. So let's check using equation 1. For the left hand side, in equation 1, we have 3 into M. And the value of M is 1. Then plus C. And the value of C is minus 1. 3 multiplied by 1 gives us 3. Plus times minus, and we get minus 1 equals, and as we can see, it is 2, which is consistent with our right hand side. Therefore, our answer that we have gotten is correct, stating that M is 1 and C is minus 1. This is how we solve this problem. Thank you.